Ace Casts! Hello everyone and welcome to this first instance and/or episode, shall I say, of Ace Casts, where we will be covering some games played by people. As some of you may or may not know, there's a community-driven tournament going on right now, and today I thought it would be a cool idea to be covering one of these matches played between these two teams. So we're going to be covering the first game out of a best of 3 today. And today we're going to take a look at our two players here in the bottom here who are representing the team Bankstreet Boys. So we have our purple player here, Duked, playing as Advent, joined together by our pink player, Box. And in the top corner here, we're going to be having a Chinese player, our yellow player here, whose name I cannot pronounce, together with our red player, Phoenix, representing Team Panda. And we're going to be playing the map Crossfire here, which is a quite small map. We can see there's a constellation here of a couple of asteroids out here on the left and right sides, together with a couple of more advanced planets in the middle. Let's just take a look at what these players are doing. We see here a curious decision coming out of Duke here, actually going for the ice planet here with his capital ship, going to be attacking one of these more heavily guarded planets right away, which is an interesting decision. We can see that Duke here started with the Rapture and has actually opted to capture one of these crews of siege frigate using the domination ability. So we'll see what Duke has in mind with this. Maybe he's trying to go for some cheeky plays here in the future, trying to get the siege frigate to bomb a planet while his opponents are not watching or while they're distracted with doing something else. So an interesting start here coming up from Duke, actually skipping the asteroids here in the beginning. We can see his teammate here, Box, goes for a little bit more of a standard start, playing Vasari here. Actually going for the asteroid here, right here down in the bottom initially. So it's quite standard decision. Going to colonize this planet, sending in these 3 skirmishes here to attempt to clean up the planet, while the evacuator is heading over towards the next asteroid, attempting to colonize a little bit more effectively here. And we see in the top side, our yellow player here has also decided to go for a similar strategy, also playing Vasari. About at the same timing here as our pink Vasari player here, going over to the second asteroid, attempting to capture it. And this is going to be interesting. Since this is a small map, we're probably going to see some action here quite shortly. Our only tech player in this game here, Red, is actually on the second asteroid here already. Actually opted to start with the Akan battlecruiser here. Interesting start, a little bit more of an economic approach. Actually colonizing very quickly here. Usually that is the way that it works out, since Vasari has to... Vasari players need to go into the system with their evacuator and clear out their first planet. Usually means that Tech and Advent players are going to have a little bit of a head start in the beginning, at least with their first couple of planets colonization-wise. Now we see our Tech player here is coming into the next third asteroid here, attempting to capture it. It's going to be able to clear this out, no problem. Has 9 kobolds here, and it's not going to be any issues whatsoever. Once we're getting into the middle part of the map here, we're going to see perhaps some contest. Some people will try to contest this derelict in the middle. And at the same time, they ought to be thinking about colonizing the ice planet here too. So, and we can see here that Duke has actually tactically placed a scout here. Okay, so now he's jumping away, but you can see that ice planet isn't captured yet. And we can also see here that our purple player is attempting to colonize the planets here in the back, the asteroids, using a couple of Cobalt light frigates. Using a couple of disciple vessels, of course. and it's probably going to send in a colony frigate here shortly. And it's going to use this momentum. Yeah, actually not clearing out this ice planet too. So it's actually going for a very speedy approach here, trying to get to these derelicts as soon as possible, trying to play aggressively against his opponent. Not clearing out the planet, going for the momentum instead. I think this is a very good call by him. Going to be able to capture this derelict very, very quickly, and before his yellow opponent is able to get here at all. So, and what can we see on the other side? We can see that his teammate Box is actually going for a quite similar approach, actually on this derelict now already. And I think this is a good sign for our team Bankstreet Boys here, because contesting these derelicts on both sides definitely shows that they have some momentum here over their opponents, and hopefully they're going to be able to use that to their advantage. What's going on here with Red? Red is actually setting up defense here, trying to set up his defense. Of course, with the Akan start, you're left a little bit vulnerable here in the early game, but using these defense platforms, Gauss defense platforms, it's very likely that Phoenix here is going to be able to defend, actually getting a fourth Gauss defense platform, playing very, very safe here. We need to hope that this investment pays off, because this is a quite heavy investment to go for this much Gauss defense platforms this early. Of course, starting with the Akan, you need to be aware of your opponent's aggression, and we can see here that it might actually pay off for sure, because now Box here is going to jump in to attack Red, and is going to be faced by all of these Ghost turrets. And I don't really see how Box is going to be able to handle this. He's probably not going to go for this planet. He's actually going to opt to move past these Ghost turrets, which I think is the correct call. He can definitely not fight within these Ghost turrets. He's actually going to bypass it to go past the defenses, and just probably going to just jump past this and try to get some of the less defended asteroids in the back. Or he's going to attack this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Now we can see that the Marauder is actually putting out an insane amount of damage on these Cool. The Cool is going to have to run away. It's taking heavy damage right now. It's attempting to run away towards the Ghost defense platforms. And it's probably going to get away. We'll see if... maybe it isn't. We'll have to see. Yeah, okay. So Box decides not to chase it. And he has been playing quite well here. Has managed to avoid these Ghost defense platforms. Now he's going to head past the defenses to go for the less heavily defended planets instead. On the other side, we can see that Duke is actually going for a similar approach. Although our yellow Chinese player here has not been able to put up a bunch of defenses like on the other side. So this is looking quite good here now for Team Bankstreet Boys. Putting out some heavy pressure here on both sides. And... we can definitely see that, yeah, just looking at the map here, it definitely looks like our bottom team here has a clear advantage. Actually, didn't mention that, but it also seems like Duke here has been gifted an asteroid here in the right side in order so that he can eventually get some planets or some ships over here, would it be needed. Alright, and Box is actually bombing out this planet here, getting this asteroid in the back, completely invading Red system. And rather than trying to save his own planet here, Red is going to try to go for a base trade. Red here is going to attempt to go in, probably has his ships. Okay, no, so the Cool battleship here is crippled, so it's not going to be able to bomb the planet quite yet. But we can see that Phoenix here is getting his freebooters, and the freebooters are of course going to host a couple of extra siege frigates or bombers. So once they get in here, he's going to have some extra bombing power here for sure. Yeah, so yeah, this is looking quite bad here now for Team Panda, I think, because now there is a bunch of planets here that they are losing. The only thing they kind of got going for them here is that red is going to be able to get a couple of planets here in the back as a base trade, and hopefully he's going to be able to get quite a few of them, such that it's going to be able to reposition here on the opposite side. But yeah, he's definitely much slower than his opponent here in bombing out these planets, and our pink Vasari player box here has already gotten 2 asteroids here in the back, which of course is really gonna damage the economy of our red player here. So red needs to really hurry up here, of course, has the freebooters, and is going to be able to use those to his advantage, but right now the tempo is definitely in Box's favor, our pink player here. What's going on this side? We can see that Duke has actually captured this ice planet from yellow. Yellow is actually only down to 3 planets now, which is not too great. And yellow, if of course needs to do something, is attempting to send a small armada of ships in here with a couple of Karnaks and his capital ships to be able to bomb out this planet. But this is going to be quite tricky because yeah, we can see that Duke here has captured 2 of these Javelin frigates using his Domina, and those are going to deal a lot of damage to capital ships. His army isn't too measly either, and he's of course going to have a much better economy behind this than his opponent, because he just simply has more planets. So yeah, I'm successfully chasing him out here. And yeah, this is looking very, very dangerous now, because yeah, yellow is only down to 3 planets. I didn't quite have the tempo to contest these 2 planets here. And yeah, so yellow is looking quite in a quite poor position here. So yeah, definitely the matchup here on the left side between purple and yellow is going in the favor of Bankstreet Boys and Duked. We can actually see here, I was saying that the tempo on the right side was in Bankstreet Boys' favor too. Because now we see here that our pink player box is already bombing the home world, which is going to, of course, be a significant economic damage if he can get it. And yes, the planet is already down to 2,500 health, so this is going to go down very, very quickly. Our red player here is attempting to bomb the asteroids, has a couple of capital ships, has the pirate pillagers, which is going to help with the bombing. But I would really like to see red here hurrying up a little bit, trying to go for this homeworld by himself. Because now we can see that Box is actually preparing for this. He's trying to set up a couple of defense turrets here on his homeworld to sort of delay the rate at which red can bomb it. Also getting a couple of ghost turrets, upgrading defense on his homeworld as well to increase its health. And yeah, we're going to see how this goes, but right now that definitely seems like it's a very tough position here for our Team Panda. How's it going here along with the home planet? Yes, it's down to 500 health here. I'm not sure exactly, need to take a look at the research here of Pink. I'm not sure if he can colonize Terran planets yet, I don't think he can. Yeah, so our pink player here hasn't researched anything more than tier 1 in either research tree, so pink can definitely not colonize these Terran planets here yet. But that's also the case, of course, for our red player. Because, tech can't colonize Ferris planets, of course. And we can see here that red is actually, if we're taking a look at the research of red here, it actually seems like he has researched cruise of siege frigates, which I think is a very good call. In these types of base racy situations, it's very nice to actually get a couple of crews of siege frigates, or just get siege in general for any race, because once you're losing planets left and right, once you're capturing planets left and right, it's really a great tax to have to get defenses on your planets and get defense upgrades on your planet in order to protect them from these siege frigates. So I definitely think it's a good call to get this siege frigate. It's going to make it very annoying for sure, and it's going to make it much harder It's gonna give our red player here perhaps a small opportunity to come back in this game. We can see also that Box is trying to rotate his defense platforms here, trying to get his defense platforms positioned to be able to contest these siege frigates. But there's actually a lot of siege frigates here, which is going to be dangerous for him. Purple, or Duke here, has built a couple of Tempest vessels to try to kill these siege frigates, but looks like there's a little bit too few. The pirates are coming in here. The freebooters are going to be able to chase these Tempest vessels away for sure. And in the meantime, yeah, now this is a pretty huge stack of siege frigates here, man. This planet's going to go down very quickly, and even though he's rotating his defense turrets right here, I don't think it's going to be enough. This is just simply too many siege frigates, and I think this homeworld is going to be lost as well. So, yeah, this is still not looking too great here, because now red is down here to just one planet or two planets, and I'm not really sure how he is going to be able to get going here. Oh, and sorry, yeah, I missed this actually, but actually looks like yellow has built up an army and is actually attempting a push here, and he might be successful, because looking at this supply here, we can see that yellow actually has about 400 supply against Duke, our pink player here, who only has 170. And so this is going to be quite tricky to defend here for Duke, and might actually see yellow being able to make a small comeback here. The one thing that Duke has going for him here is that he has a couple of defense platforms, and those count for a lot of supply. And of course, since this asteroid is a very, very critical point here, we can see that yellow is actually kind of forced to attack into it. Still, man, this supply difference is very, very large, and I can definitely see this going in yellow's favor in the long run. And we see also that yellow is actually rallying more ships here. He's using 2 nano-assembly factories in the planet right next to it. So it's simply rallying in these Karnak assailants as fast as humanly possible. So it's constant building over here. The evacuator here got crippled. He's going to send it back. I'm not sure if he has a repair platform here on this side, but yeah, it doesn't seem like he has one. But using the passive regeneration of these Vasari capital ships, it's going to be able to regenerate quite quickly. But this is an absolute bloodbath here so far, and there's a lot of Karnak assailants. It looks like these Karnak assailants are doing a lot of work here. 43 of them so far. Going to be attacking these buildings now. And we can see that, yeah, only 75 supply left here for Duke. Maybe should be attempting to make a couple of... yeah, so he's attempting to hold the line here, because his teammate is actually coming in here with his 3 capital ships. And with those, it's definitely possible that they can defend this position. But that also means that red is kind of getting free reign here, and red is actually trying to, because we see that red actually bombed out the homeworld, bombed out these planets here in the back, and is now actually going to go for Duke's system. I think this is a very good call, and this might actually cause a lot of problems here in the back, because these pirates are quite powerful. I mean, they bombed the planets very, very quickly with the pirate bombers here, and together also with the siege frigates that he has built over here. And we can see, looking at this, we can see that these planets are not guarded at all. They don't really have any defense on them. So, right, yeah, this could actually be a problem here for Duke, because Duke had a better economy, he had a better position. Had a lot of planets here, a huge planet advantage here over his yellow opponent. But somehow yellow has actually managed to amass an army to such an extent that he can't actually break through this position. And this is going to cause a lot of problems for him, because now these bombers are coming in here and he's very far away. I'm not really sure if he can defend this whatsoever. I actually don't think he can. So yeah, this is actually looking like this is going to be tricky now for Team Bankstreet Boys. We can see some bombers here. Well, okay. Okay, so Red is actually not opting to go for this ice planet. I think that he should. If I were Red here, I would just send a couple of siege frigates here to bomb this ice planet while I was sending the rest towards the home world, but that's not what our red player here, Phoenix, has decided to do. He decides to send everything towards the purple home world right away. And yeah, so this is going to, of course, also deal a lot of economic damage, given that he can get this, and he's definitely going to get it in the long run. We can see, does Duke actually have... what unit abilities does Duke have? He does have recall, so Duke could recall to his homeworld here to try to defend. But I'm not sure exactly how that would play out. We'll see if he decides to do it, but for now we can draw the conclusion that this homeworld is probably going to go down no matter what he does, because even if he recalls his entire army here, probably these siege frigates are going to be able to kill the homeworld either way. So this is actually looking to be a little bit of a problem here. They can't break yellow, and the back planets here are in some trouble. And we can see that the planet advantage is still in Team Bankstreet Boys' favor, but we'll see for how long, because like right now this is going to be very tricky to defend, given that they don't fall back, both of them. So yeah. We can see here that the Mars is going to clear this out. I'm kind of surprised that he isn't bombing this ice planet with a couple of ships at least. We can see he cleared out this desert planet, now heading back to the ice planet. And in the meantime, these two players here, Duke and Box, are trying to go for a coordinated push. They see that red player Phoenix here is trying to get the planets in the back from Duke. And in response, rather than recalling, they're trying to go for a coordinated attack here onto their yellow opponent. But I'm not sure how this will work out, because our yellow opponent here actually has quite significant army. Duke actually now also opting to get purge vessels, which I think is a really good call. In this really chaotic situations here, when our planets are falling left and right in kind of a base race situation, very important to get these purge vessels so that you can bomb the planets quicker. Alright, and we can see here the coordinated attack is coming in here. They're not opting to bomb the planet, they're opting now to fight the yellow fleet together instead, which I think is a good call. And we can see that yellow realizes that his fleet probably isn't enough to get this. And is going to try to save his ships, as many of them as he can. Attempting to jump out, I think. Is he jumping out? It looks like he is, but something isn't quite right. Now they seem to be getting into position. Right, they're losing a lot of health. Actually, yellow is losing a lot of ships here, which is not too great. But we'll see if he can manage to defend still. Probably going to lose his home planet here for sure. And maybe this is going to spell some trouble here for yellow, because if yellow is out of the game, then it's simply going to be red against two players, and that I don't really see how they could win. Like, even if red has a lot of planets here, playing 1v2 is of course super difficult. Duke going for a couple of purge vessels here, probably rallying them into the back planets here of red, which I think is very good. Yeah, we can see this planet has no defense upgraded. It's just going to fall very, very quickly. It only has 250 health. So yeah, this is big trouble here for Phoenix now. Going to lose a lot of his economic planets here, and it's not bombing the planets. Well, Yeah, this is actually quite tricky still, because this is a lot of siege frigates. These plans are going to go down very, very quickly, and purple here isn't really in a position to defend, of course. How's this fight going? We can see here that they're attempting to go for another coordinated attack. Didn't bomb out this planet. Or no, they actually are doing that. So they sent a couple of purge vessels here to bomb out this home planet, while they're going for the coordinated attack here onto our their yellow opponent. But of course they are attacking into a bunch of defenses here, and yellow has a quite significant fleet here still. Actually has 49 Conrax, and these Conrax are doing a lot of work, actually killing these capital ships. Like, this is very, very dangerous now. Like, these Conrax together with these gauss turrets here is actually completely annihilating these capital ships. And it's actually forcing these two guys to retreat 1v2. So this is a very, very good play. It's actually going down, actually getting these capital ships. Oh man, like, this is huge. This is huge. Like, they can't break this now. And now red is actually bombing. Yeah, this is buying a lot of time here for red with his pirate fleet to bomb out these planets in the back. Actually hurting Duke's economy a lot here, because now he only has 4 planets left. And is not going to be able to have the economy to get a significant amount of more ships. Yeah, so keep building. Yeah, so Duke is still building purge vessels, which I think is still a good idea. Here we have a couple of ships trying to... Yeah, we can see he's trying to micro ships. Hopefully he's going to send over some ships here over to this planet, but we can see that Phoenix has actually built defense on these back planets over here in the back. Oh, and we can see another fight going on here. These purge vessels are trying to bomb out this home planet, but now you can see yellow is trying to use the momentum of the lost fight, of the fact that they overextended and lost the fight into all of these defenses, attempting to use the Karnak assailants to focus down these capital ships, and oh, this actually might go down. Yeah, if this goes down, it might be huge. If this goes down, it might be huge. Is it going to go down? No, it isn't going to go down. It actually survives with 1,000 health. But he is forced to retreat either way. And yeah, yellow is actually holding the line here very well with these 3 planets. And now this is actually a huge problem now. You can see, just looking at the map here, we can see that red's bombing frigates here are going around and wreaking havoc here in the back lines. And this is not looking so clear anymore. Like, yellow playing very well defensively here, and it's actually going to go offensively at this point, trying to attempt to make a push here, use the momentum once again. These Karnak assailants are going to be able to kill a bunch of these buildings, and also now focusing... Oh, but he used the face out. He used the face out on the capital ship, actually saving it from taking a lot of damage. But now the face out is over, and ooh, you look at that. Look at that damage. These Karnak assailants are very, very strong against capital ships. And this might end up going down. Oh, he gets the capital ship there too. Oh, very, very nice. Very, very nice there for Team Panda. Now the momentum is definitely shifting here. And ooh, okay. And here, red is coming in here to try to help. They're actually going for a coordinated attack of their own here now. And while they're fighting here, they're actually forced to retreat. They're forcing Bankstreet Boys to retreat. Yellow is going to have the superior fleet here for sure, and it's going to be able to chase them away. And now, like, yeah, I mean, if yellow can manage to recapture some of its planets here, then this is looking quite grim now for Bankstreet Boys. But yeah, you can see our Duke actually sending purge vessels around here, bombing too. Yeah. So this is a very tricky situation, because of course red is trying to bomb out his opponent's planets, but Duke is trying to do the same thing too. Our purple player is also trying to bomb these planets, so it's kind of a bombing battle here. Now see Duke actually trying to save his rapture here. It's getting very, very low. couple of pirates chasing it down, but I don't think it's going to be enough, right? It's actually microing it quite well. Now microing it through these defenses. Only has a cool here, trying to shoot it, but now Phoenix has to be careful because now the cool might be in danger instead. But it only has 600 health left. I can understand why he wants to get it. Oh, and actually not microing too well here. Actually forcing it to stay. Actually, yeah, it actually stays here, and the rapture actually ends up going down. The cool is probably not going to go down here too. Very, very nice play here from our red player here. Going in, sniping the rapture, and getting out. Our yellow player here keeps building canracks. Very, very good against capital ships, of course. And now it's going to be able to bomb out this ice planet to get another planet here back. And how's actually the map looking here? I mean, this is such a chaotic game. Just looking at this game, it's very, very difficult to keep track of everything that's going on because there's purge vessels and siege frigates all over the place. I'm not really sure who's winning at this point. It's very, very unclear to me. It looks definitely like Team Panda has managed to recapture some momentum here for sure. But the game still looks very, very unclear because it's just really a matter of who can bomb the most planets faster and get sort of to a good position here. And try which team can stabilize, I guess. So yeah. You have Duked here. He's actually getting bombed here on this Terran planet now too by Red's siege frigates, but it's going to end up going down. So the defense is actually saving this. And we have... Yeah. Actually not really sure what to say here. Like now Yellow has the superior fleet here for sure. And yeah, if Yellow can come in here and get a couple of planets back, of course, it's going to be very, very good for them. It's going to be very, very good for them. But Duked, of course, only down to 2 planets, which actually might be quite a problem. We see here that Box is also trying to get some siege frigates. What's the sorry ship called? Yeah, actually going to get a couple of destructors and also has the bombing range upgrade. So he's going to try to bypass these ghost defense platforms here, trying to go around them, and is attempting to bomb this asteroid from the back. He's getting chased down by a couple of kobolds here, but it's not too many. We'll see if these destructors here will manage to get the planet. It has only 1,000 health still. Which is not too much, but not too bad either. So we'll see if 4 of these bomber vessels will manage to get it. And I think they will, perhaps, especially since these skirmishes here are now coming in to protect them. We're going to see them bombing out this plant for sure. Yeah. And now Yellow is actually, yeah, really regaining control of his system here. Looked very, very grim for him for a long time, but now it seems like he's definitely in a commanding position here, going to get this asteroid as well. And this is really not really going to have any issues here soon, I think. Probably after getting this asteroid, it's going to be able to push into the other side and get even more planets. And I would really like to see like these players expecting the bombing vessels as well. Try to get some defense points on their planets. Try to get a couple of defenses on their planets to defend against these siege vessels. And we can see the bulk of the army here. The siege vessels are coming in on this asteroid, attempting to move over to the other side. Maybe they're heading for the Terran planet down here on the... Or sorry, the Ferris planet here down on the right side. I'm not really sure, but that seems like a very logical thing to do. We see Yellow is trying to bomb out this planet. It's actually not doing that quite yet, but instead opting to go for these derelicts here to get the levels back on his capital ships. Now once he gets the derelicts, he's going to opt to bomb this planet. It has 1500 health, and with 2 capital ships that's going to go down quite fast still, I think. And yeah, once again, it's very unclear who's winning this game. But we're taking a look at this. I would definitely favor our... I think I'm slightly in favor of our yellow player and red player here, Team Panda, because yellow just has such a large fleet and seems to be in such a commanding position here. If yellow can manage to use this fleet advantage, I think it's definitely going to be in Team Panda's favor. And yeah, we can take a look actually already on tier 3, so we can see that our yellow player here is pushing tier 3 technology, which I think is a good idea. If he can manage to get that and get even more higher quality ships, that's going to be very good for him. We can see here that Duke is actually stuck on tier 1 still, and that's not surprising since he has lost a couple of planets, or he's lost a bunch of planets in these bombing wars. We are bombing over here now, so yeah, Phoenix is getting bombed, everything is getting bombed. Over here Duke is bombing out Phoenix's planet, so another trade going on here. A bunch of defenses here on this planet, no health upgraded on them though. So yeah, definitely would like to see these players investing a little bit in defenses, but of course resources are scarce, so it might just be the case that they can't afford it. Alright, and yeah, just very chaotic game. The only thing that's stable here I think is yellow's position, I would say, because now yellow is sending his ships in here to try actually capture some of these planets in the middle here that hasn't been captured yet. So no one has paid attention to these planets in the middle until now, but seems like now yellow is deciding to do that. Also gifting a planet over here to red, gifting his asteroid over here, just so that red has something to work with on this side. Also, it seems like red's plants are getting bombed at quite a high rate here, once again. And yeah, from having a lot of planets here, it seems like red is losing his planets very rapidly. I would like to take a look if red is trying to get some plants here on the other side. Has 2 capital ships here ready to bomb the planets, but these plants are very high health, which means that it's going to take quite a while to bomb them, even with 2 capital ships. Now he's sending in his siege frigates here though, which is going to help out a lot. So yeah, it's really these siege frigates that has to do the job here of clearing out these planets to make sure that he doesn't lose. Yeah, so now red is down to only 2 planets, actually quite close to losing here. But since there's no defense actually on the top side here, he might actually be able to clear some of these planets out to get a couple of new planets on his own. A couple of turrets here trying to defend, but they're placed so far out that I don't think they're going to be able to stop these capital ships from bombing the planet. Positioning them quite close to the planet here and probably rallying them to bomb the planet. Yeah. So how is yellow doing here? Yellow is actually getting more planets here in the middle. Hasn't captured this Ferris planet yet. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, sending in a migrator vessel here that's going to capture this planet. And yeah, getting some of these more valuable planets here, or these more higher tier planets, might be a good idea. But since his teammate is in such large trouble right now, I would like to see a little bit more of an active play here from yellow. Would really like to see him try to pressure the planets here instead of capturing these neutral planets. So yeah, especially since he has such a large fleet advantage at this point, I think that Yellow is playing a little bit too passively here, in my opinion. Not really using his fleet advantage to pressure his opponents, but instead going for these high tier planets instead. Of course, if they can get these high tier planets instead in the middle and then stabilize, I think that's going to be very good for them. But right now, like this is Red is only down to 3 planets. It's of course going to be able to capture some of these planets here in the back now, but still, Red's economic position here is quite not so good, I would say, and I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's not really gonna be able to get anything more than what he has now. And yeah, if for whatever reason these siege vessels die, I think like this is going to be spell complete doom here for our, what's it? I should forget, for Team Panda. Yeah, if for whatever reason Red loses his siege vessels here, that's going to be very, very bad for them, because it's not going to, they're not going to be able to recapture planets at a high enough pace. And now it definitely seems to me like since Yellow isn't using his fleet advantage here to pressure his opponents, kind of just sitting here in the back, I think that Team Bankstreet Boys, Purple and Pink, are in a quite good position here once again, because now they have recaptured most of their system here in the bottom, actually have a good planet advantage. All that's needed now, I think, is that they can use this planet advantage to actually rebuild their fleet, to build a large enough fleet to contest Yellow. Because Yellow's fleet is like the only problem here. If they can manage to get that, then they're basically going to win, I think. But right now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think together they can actually contest Yellow's fleet here. Yeah, I definitely think they can contest Yellow's fleet here together. But the question is if that is enough, because if they both go to attack Yellow together, it's going to be free reign for Red to recapture some more planets once again using his siege frigates. And it's going to be it might just go to a base race situation once again. And yeah, we can see these planets are quite heavily guarded here with a couple of defense platforms, and these defense platforms might be able to get a couple of these siege frigates. But I mean, at this point, 10 siege frigates is quite a lot of siege frigates, and even though he doesn't want to lose them, I think that he might just be able to send them around and try to rally them to bomb the planet, and it would indeed go down. But it doesn't seem like he wants to do that, actually opting to... Yeah, maybe that's a good call, because losing these siege frigates, of course, would be very, very bad. So maybe... Yeah, trying to send the siege frigates past this asteroid instead, and trying to go for the less guarded planets. And we can see, yeah, this planet isn't defended at all, only has 250 health. It's going to be able to bomb it out, no problem. And we are back. Yeah, since this particular game has become very, very long, I simply had to take a break, but we're gonna get right back into the action here. I said that the situation here is looking very chaotic, so how's the situation looking actually? I said that Team Panda is definitely losing some momentum here again, because Yellow's fleet is looking very, very good, but his teammate Red here is in some trouble. He basically has, what he has going for him, of course, is the fact that he has all of these siege frigates, and it's going to be very annoying here in the back. But it looks like, but yeah, this is like the problem, because Yellow's fleet here is still so great, such that Duked and Box cannot contest it on their own, and that means that neither of their fleets can really just focus on heading to defend against Red's bombing frigates. Maybe I would like to see one of them split their fleet a little bit. I think that would probably be a very good idea, but it doesn't look like they're doing that. It still looks like they're having their fleet all in one clump, and they might be actually looking to fight Yellow's fleet here, but it's a really formidable fleet at this point. It consists of 4 capital ships and all of these can racks. And the technology here is very, very good, because the capital ships of the other team is going to have a lot of trouble against can racks. Like, yeah, 69 can racks, man, that's a lot of can racks, and or well, 67, and it's going to just spell so much trouble for these capital ships. It's just very, very difficult to fight. I'm not sure, well, I suppose going for this derelict is quite nice, but I don't see that he's going to be able to capture this gas planet, because gas is, well, I'm not sure, can Vasari capture gas planets this early on? No, he needs tier 3 to capture gas planets, so he's not going to be able to capture this gas planet, so basically just heading in further. Oh, and I missed this, but now actually Pink is heading in here, which I think is a big mistake. He's going to be focused down. Yeah, he has to jump out right away. This is a huge mistake to go in here. He's trying to attempt to get the Canrex to focus the capital ships, and well, manages to jump out quite quickly. And it doesn't seem like he's getting too heavy losses, but now this has definitely sparked Yellow's thirst for blood here, and he's going to jump after him for sure. I'm not sure why he's staying to focus down these skirmishers. I think that's a mistake too. I think he should have done what he wanted to from the beginning and jumped right after him right away. And now finally we might see Yellow actually being able to use his fleet advantage here. Going after the pink army here, was probably going to get a bunch of his ships. And maybe if he can get some of these bombers, that's also going to slow down the potential he has for base races. But now trying to focus the capital ship. The Candrax are chasing it slightly, but actually dealing a lot of damage to it, but most of the Canrax hasn't come in here yet. Luckily for Box here, his ships are fast enough such that he's going to be able to jump out without losing too many ships. But this momentum is definitely really good for Yellow here. He should really be using it to try to bomb out these planets. In the meantime, Duke here is on the desert planet close to the star, attempting to capture a derelict, trying to level up his capital ships on his own. And yeah, this is, so, I mean, except for the fact that Yellow is attacking on this side now, the situation has stabilized quite a bit. It doesn't seem like Red is attempting to do something here. Actually losing a couple of Cobalt Light frigates here for free. Maybe there was a couple of siege frigates here before that ended up going down. Probably that's the case. But now Red is attempting to move over here to the asteroid, trying to bomb out Pink system, and in the meantime we see that our Yellow player here has actually made a separate small little raid fleet here. It's going to try to be annoying and bomb out these planets here on this side while he is attacking with his really formidable fleet here, I must say. Actually has up to 1,000 supply here, going towards, yeah, just has really good technology here, actually going to one, yeah, actually has 500 supply here research, so can actually just get even more here. And just comparing this to like all the other players here, they're stuck on basically max tier 2 military technology. So I mean, yeah, Yellow has a super formidable fleet here, and but really needs to use it to his advantage since his teammate here is in quite a bit of trouble. Does have a lot of planets here too. And actually managing to get this extra Ferris plant here is going to be very good for him in the long run. Now we can see, I wonder what they're going to do with their fleet here. Did capture this desert planet here in the middle. Now going to send their fleet over towards this gas giant. It's probably been cleared out altogether of ships, and it indeed has. So now going to try to go for this derelict. It's gonna take 3 minutes to capture it, which is quite a long time in this situation, because I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a quite critical situation here now, because they need to make something happen. Yellow is going into their system, is going to bomb their plans quite quickly, because he has 4 capital ships. Not too many, not any bomber vessels, but like, yeah, 4 capital ships on their own. Definitely going to deal a significant amount of damage to these planets, and yeah, really need to be careful here about losing a lot of his plans quickly. Also can see here, I just noticed that yellow, since yellow is in such a good position here, he's actually had the economy to get a starbase here, and like this is a really formidable defensive force here as well. Like, yeah, even with this fleet here of pink, or sorry, purple, with a couple of capital ships, like I don't think they can actually, yeah, contest this starbase too easily. Especially not with like a couple of extra defense turrets here and perhaps with a repair platform. Like this starbase is a huge problem here, and it is indeed the most natural path of attack here for our pink, or sorry, purple player. So the fact that he won't be able to attack in this direction is now a huge problem, and we can see that, yeah, you see these plans are going down very, very quickly. Finally, this army here is getting to work, and at the same time, Yellow's fleet is wreaking havoc here on the other side. Or, well, not at this moment, because it seems like he forgot to rally them, the 2 Surak raiders, to another system. Probably he is going to notice that soon enough. But yeah, as of now, this is actually... yeah, Yellow's fleet is such a problem here. And what is Red actually doing? Red is sending his fleet back to try to defend his plans that he already has, which I think maybe is a good idea, but we'll see. We have a couple of bombers here from Box trying to bomb out these planets of Red here in the back. Keep damaging Red's economy to make it sort of be a 1v2. But we are going to be... yeah, and I think they're kind of are making the correct thing here, at least, to not engage directly with Yellow's fleet, because Yellow just has a massively superior fleet, and maybe they should focus on just trying to use the fact that, I mean, there are 2 people, so Team Bankstreet Boys here, purple and pink, they are 2 people who have a fleet, and basically Red has no fleet. He only has like a couple of capital ships and bombers, which is of course not nothing, but yeah, in this context it is not going to be able to contest anything, and it's not going to be able to fight anything. Definitely an inferior fleet to all of the other players in this game at this point. Is managing to get a couple of planets here though, still. Is managing to recapture his planets here in the back. But it seems like our pink player here is trying to go towards Red to try to finish him off potentially. But yeah, it's going a bit slowly here to get over there, and in the meantime we see that Yellow is just massacring these planets. Very, very impressed by the fact that Yellow managed to get back into this game in this way after only having 3 planets. Very, very interesting that he managed to do this. Very, very, yeah, I'm just very, very impressed by this. And I'm not sure what... okay, so Duke is now sending his fleet towards the star, which I think is a very curious decision. I'm not sure exactly what his intention here is. He's rallied his ships over to the other side of the star and might want to try to backdoor a couple of Yellow's planets. I'm guessing that that's his plan. But like, yeah, this is like the problem with going to the star. Like, going around the star takes very, very long. The gravity well is very, very large, and doesn't even have a yellow planet here directly across to the star. Probably might be going for the second desert planet here. Of course, desert planets are good for Advent, so that is an idea, of course. What's going on over here? We can see that there's a couple of raiders here trying to harass and or defend. Yeah, so the raiders are taking out some ships here. Thus are trying to bomb out Phoenix's planet. Ooh, the planet actually survived with 400 health. So that's very good that they managed to defend that. Actually has the planet upgraded all the way as well. So yeah, losing that planet would have been very significant loss for Phoenix. So it's very nice of Team Panda here that they managed to defend. And yeah, it's just a very interesting game, but it looks like Yellow is kind of taking over the game here, taking over this entire system. He's going to just continue to use his momentum here. We can see what he has. Does he have phase resonance? Yeah, his phase resonance upgraded mobility. So at least his phase jump speed is a little bit higher. It's going to be able to move around these planets just a little bit so quicker. 700 supply. Has 700 supply over here and has probably the rest of his supply over on the other side, helping to defend Red's system. Pink is coming in here to attack Red's asteroids, but doesn't seem like they want to defend it. They seem to be just chilling out here on Red's homeworld, trying to hide out a little bit to stall and just avoid the fight for as long as they can, while Yellow's fleet is going around and cleaning up all of these planets, and it's just completely uncontested because it's such a large army. We have a carrier level 6, we have an evacuator level 6, 2 other capital ships, or sorry, 3 other capital ships even, that are all level 3, and that is just yeah, very difficult to deal with. The raiders are going around trying to find something to shoot at. Box is capturing this asteroid and now jumping back with his fleet. I'm not sure where he's going. I think it's very... I'm not sure exactly why Box decides to go back here, because I mean, there's nothing really to get here in the back, I think. Maybe he wants to like go back to defend his planets against Yellow here, of course, but I don't think he can. Like this Yellow army is way too large to be able to defend against. So I feel like Box should perhaps just commit to going for Red system, because look now, of course he captured this asteroid, but now leaving it, Red is of course going to capitalize on this together with Yellow to send their small fleets in here to bomb out this planet once again. And I mean, capturing this planet now isn't really going to gain him anything, and it's would like to see more of a committal here to one side. What is Yellow actually deciding to do? Yellow is deciding to go towards the desert planet. Of course, having perfect vision here, it's easy for me to talk because I can see the movement of of the fleet perfectly. So some of the decisions that may not make sense to me might make sense to the players here, but I would, of course, having perfect information, I would have liked to see Yellow's fleet going in towards Pink's system here and attack Pink, because now it seems to me, at least, that Purple's planets are kind of... he's captured a lot of Purple's planets, and they should be really focused on trying to get to Pink here, trying to deal some damage to him too. Yellow is actually getting another planet here, actually capturing this planet, not leaving it over to Red. We'll see if he gifts it away. But it's just going to be very interesting here. I think one way that Duke and Box can win here is going to be if they can somehow force a fight 2v1 against Yellow's ships. But I think it's going to be very difficult. Once again, neither player really opting to go for a frontal confrontation, kind of being afraid here of what's going to happen. And we have cleared out the plants here in the back, at least. Yellow's getting one destructor here to clear out this planet. Not need to worry about that planet anymore. Also here we have Duke trying to with a purge vessel, but it's going to go down. Has a couple of defensive corvettes. Yellow also has a migrator here that's ready to capture the desert planet soon. And Yellow is just getting a ton of planets here. Once again, might keep repeating myself, but he really is just getting a ton of planets here. Not really sure how he's going to be able to defend. Duke has a missionary vessel here who's that's just constantly recapturing this asteroid, which is a bit annoying for yellow here, of course, because with this lesser factory here on this asteroid in the back, our yellow player here must constantly worry about being attacked by a couple of purge vessels that has been built from this asteroid. It's just a little bit of a nuisance, if anything. Yeah, if he would be able to get this asteroid, it would be very, very good for him. But right now, it doesn't seem like he is able to because of these defense turrets. Okay, and what's going on here? Duke and Box are gathering their army in one clump, going to jump over towards this planet over here. And they're trying to intercept these raiders here. And hopefully they might be going for some of Yellow's planets here in the back. And of course, with perfect information, it's easy to say, but I would really like to see some more aggression here from Red too. Because, yeah, of course, now from Red's perspective here, I mean, since Yellow has his ships here, he should have vision on this and should have vision that most of their fleet is over here in one clump. And I think Red should really be like using the fact that this fleet is kind of out of position to go into attack Duke's planets here on this side. Because now he's just basically sitting over here with the ships he has doing nothing. And I think they could be used more effectively here. Putting some pressure on this side, kind of trying to punish purple and pink for going for this one size team, and the fact that they don't split their armies. And yeah, just as expected, we can see that this nuisance of a planet here is starting to build a couple of purge vessels. Sending the purge vessels over to this asteroid, just being a little bit of just being annoying, creating some APM tax onto their opponents. And I don't really see this planet's definitely going to go down. We'll see if we can get another one, because now there's corvettes coming in here. That's going to be try to clean up these siege frigates. And Red's fleet here isn't really doing anything. Once again, I would like to see it do something, because he should, once again, he should be able to see where the army is. Like he does have vision on this. So he really should be trying to pressure a little bit more here, I think. But instead just sitting still. Yellow is on this planet here. I would like to see his research still on tier 2 Empire and tier 3 Warfare. We want to see like what the other players are up to as well. Duke has no research points here whatsoever, has lost too many planets. Box is on 2-2, so he is on Empire 2 and Warfare 2. Still decent, but not as good as our yellow player here. And Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix actually taking up here. Ah, maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe that's why he's playing so passively. Maybe he's kind of afraid of... Yeah, so we can see here Phoenix actually going for the mercenary bases now. Playing very, very safe. Again, I think he's playing overly safe here, since he has vision of exactly what his opponent is doing. But I can see from a psychological point of view here, from a psychological perspective, that now when you're going up to tier 3, you don't want to like prompt your opponent to like attack you or anything. You don't want to take any big risks. And once this pirate mercenary bases finishes, this is going to be a large problem here, because Red is going to be able to put mercenary bases on all of these asteroids. Actually has 4 of them. And it's going to be able to build a lot of ships here, and they're all gonna host siege vessels, which is going to be very tricky to defend. So yeah, yeah. Now once again, I think Team Panda is looking quite good here. Doesn't seem like Duke and Box are getting too much done here on this side. I managed to clear out a couple of planets here in the back, but Yellow still has a huge amount of planets and has a completely superior fleet. They can't Yeah, they can't contest Yellow's fleet here 2v1, which is just, yeah, very, very extreme problem here for them. And this is going to buy time for Red here to get his pirate mercenary bases, I think. It's definitely going to give him time to get the mercenary bases. And it's just, yeah, I mean, I don't really see... I don't really see how Duke and Box are going to handle this, man. Like, now they're jumping in here, but I mean, oh my god, oh, but he's jumping out. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, all right. Well, it's unfortunate that he jumped away here. Maybe, yeah, it's actually going on. Like, okay, so no, they, okay, so I kind of underestimated. I kind of didn't look carefully enough, but yeah, of course, they do actually have quite a bit of supply here. I thought that Yellow could actually 2v1 this quite easily, but yeah, I just didn't look carefully at all. This fleet is definitely much stronger than expected. It's much stronger than expected. Their combined fleets here can definitely win against Yellow's fleet. So Yellow hosting 900 supply here, while their combined supply is 1200. So very scary fleet, combined fleet here for sure. But yeah, the fact that they need to have their entire fleet in one place is kind of allowing Yellow to just fall back and stall while his red player, red teammate Phoenix is clearing out planets in the back, while also researching the pirate mercenary bases. I want to take a look. It's queued up pirate mercenary bases on this asteroid here. Also not queuing it up there. Not queuing it up there. Okay, so he has one pirate mercenary base here on the way. I actually used it now. So we can see here, now there's pirates coming in here. So the piracy has started officially. And I think, yeah, I think this is just very problematic here now for them, because Red was kind of out of the game and didn't have the resources to get much of a fleet, but now that's kind of changed because Phoenix has a lot of plans now and is going to get pirate mercenary bases on each of these asteroids. Very scary indeed. What's the supply looking like? We still see that Duke is stuck on 0-0 research, not getting any more. And Box is also stuck here on Warfare 2 and Empire 2. So yeah, I can't really see, like, now this is just very dangerous. I can't see how Duke and Box are going to be able to handle this. They're actually going for this starbase here and their combined fleet. The starbase is not going to be any match for their combined fleets. But it's just so many bases here for their opponents. Like, Yellow has so many bases, so many planets. And it's just, I can't see how they're going to be able to bomb enough planets here to be able to, you know, rebuild their bases fast enough. Because, yeah, once again, once the pirates keep rolling in here with the siege frigates, it's just very difficult to deal with. Here we can see another armada of pirates coming in with the pirate pillagers. And the supply here is, of course, now very significant all of a sudden. 450 supply of pirates jumping in. From having nothing, we have like 500 supply. Pirates, of course, can... pirate mercenary bases, of course, can give you a lot of supply very quickly. The only weakness here of the pirate mercenary bases, of course, is that if you have a proper fleet, if you have like a properly organized fleet with like high quality ships, the pirates are actually quite squishy and they die quite quickly against the right type of ships. But that's only later. Like, these ships are very like strong for this point, and since Box and Duke are stuck at like 0-0 research, both of them actually, I don't see how they're going to be able to do anything here. This is just looking very grim. I think they need to do something. Like, they really need to, like, yeah, they really need to, like, YOLO it here, send their ships in here to try to make something happen at least. Maybe like defend their planets, or Tried force an engagement with Yellow's army. They definitely need to do something. They can't just sit here and wait for the pirate fleet to build up. Obviously, they might not even know how fast it's going to build here, but if we take a look, I actually want to take a look at the items here. So he has 2 mercenary bases so far. They're going on cooldown for 5 minutes each. So he's going to get around 100 supply every 5 minutes. Very, very dangerous indeed. So now we have 800, 900 supply here from Phoenix. 1500 supply even for our yellow player. It's a huge amount of ships. While Duked and Box is stuck on 800 supply and 500 supply respectively. Yeah, so I mean, this is they're really gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the magician's hat here in order to win. I feel like from being from a dominant position here in the early game, from the looks of it at least, kind of not taking advantage of their early initiative and allowing their opponents to get back in the game bit by bit, kind of overextending. Now they're kind of find themselves in a position where it's just going to be extremely difficult to do anything. We see the pirate fleet going in here, going via the Viterak transport Cabal planet and heading over to the yellow Ferris plant over here. He might want to actually try to help his teammates, and they might be trying to head. Yeah, they might be trying to gather up for a final attack here, and I definitely think that they can win this engagement given that they go in together. And that seems like the only way that yellow and red can lose, I think, is that if they somehow just suicide their fleet into the combined fleet of Duked and Box and just lose all of their ships and can't rebuild it, then I think they have a chance of losing. But as long as they don't lose their fleet and just keep all of the bases as they are now, they're just going to outscale their respective opponents here. I don't see how they can come back. So we're gonna still be looking at this game until the very end, but to just see how the maneuvering plays out here. Yellow is positioning his army here on the gas giant, kind of being a bit careful here, doesn't want to be encounter any surprise engagement from the combined fleet of Duked and Box. Now Duked and Box are jumping into this ice planet, trying to get it to... they're down to so few planets. I don't think that they... I mean, they need to do something here. They can't just sit and do nothing. They really can't sit and do nothing. Now we're seeing that Yellow actually taking advantage of the fact that nothing really is happening, or that they're not doing anything, actually taking up to military 4, getting the required research points here at least, and is probably thinking about going for a Titan, would be my best guess. Yeah, that is probably the case here. Lost his ice planet and thereby actually lost a couple of research points, but is going to rebuild it quickly again together with some reserve research points. Duked and Box is trying to get whatever they can here, but they don't have research points. Their economy is completely destroyed. Phoenix now also going for civilian to technology, getting the huge cargo holds economic upgrades together with Quarnium. And the Quarnium here, of course, is also a precursor to the Titan that's going to come out eventually if nothing happens. And I think this might be, since they're likely in voice comms here together, they might just be saying that, okay, the only way we lose is if we somehow suicide our ships and lose a fight. Let's play it safe and just get one of each Titan instead. And if we get a Titan, it's basically impossible to lose any fight from that point. It's just not going to be feasible to lose in any world whatsoever. Yellow heading in here to bomb the planet with his huge armada of capital ships. And Box and Duke are just sitting over here, trying to clear out some crews of siege frigate. Not opting to give up just yet. We'll see if they are, how long their perseverance lasts. Now there are going to be more pirates coming in here, bombing out these desert planets. Yellow sending in his fleet over to this Ferris planet, and they at this point, Yellow's fleet of 1500 supply is likely to beat their combined fleets by itself. So yeah, going to bomb this planet now, losing the final couple of planets here. Red actually getting this planet, and we can see that only one of each planet's left. Actually, two planets left for our purple player here. Going for final attack, just trying to go into a final fight. Is likely going to lose this fight very, very badly, and is likely going to give up after it. But we can see that actually, yeah, Yellow is not taking any risks. Not taking any risks whatsoever. Decides to jump out. Doesn't want to give any chance of losing this game. And yeah, we can see after not wanting to have a final fight, they just call good game, well played, and well played to Team Panda here. Actually managing to defend very well against an early disadvantaged position. And especially Yellow, after being down to 3 planets, building a formidable fleet and actually managing to make a decisive push here to come back in this game. And after a chaotic game of bombing their planets back and forth, we could see that the team Bankstreet Boys just gave their opponents a little bit too much time to come back in this game, and especially Red managed to eventually go to his pirate mercenary bases, and after that it's just too much to handle on both sides, and yeah, so this was an interesting game. This is the first game in the best of 3 that we're going to be covering here on this channel. So yeah, I hope this was very fun to cast, and that's enough for now. See you in the next game.